junior midfielder from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, number 20, Grace Simpson. Senior midfielder from Roversport, Pennsylvania, number 21, Natalie Wechter. A sophomore attacker from Shawnee, Kansas, number 26, Elizabeth Conley. And a sophomore goalie from Spring City, Pennsylvania, number 34, Gianna Stinalidi. The Ravens are coached by Claire Hansen. And now for the starters from the home team on the scoreboard from the University of the Cumberlands. In goal, a sophomore from Seymour, Tennessee, number 0, Olivia Carroll. Freshman defender from Clarksville, Maryland, number 5, Christina Mint. A sophomore midfielder from Northfield, Connecticut, number 6, Rachel Lee. Sophomore defenseman from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, number 7, J.L. Cobb. A junior midfielder from Taylor Mill, Kentucky, number 8, Stephanie Meyer. Sophomore attacker from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 13, Carolina Johnson. Sophomore defenseman from Marietta, Georgia, number 14, Hannah Churchley. Sophomore midfielder from Silverville, Tennessee, number 15, Regan Hensley. Freshman midfielder from Cumming, Georgia, number 21, Morgan Tate. Junior attacker from Framingham, Massachusetts, number 22, Bella Ricciazzi. Junior attacker from Seymour, Tennessee, number 23, Katie Wharton. And a junior defenseman from Fayetteville, Georgia, number 24, Trady Brown. Patriots are coached by Kelly Bucas. Their assistants are Tatiana Samuel and Jordan Nicholson. There'll be no anthem prior to today's game. It was played prior to the first game of the day.
I was going to say, that would be really weird if they did no anthem last game, but then did the anthem.
And good afternoon. We're here for the third matchup of the Women's NAIA National Lacrosse Championship Tournament. We have the number 3 seed, the Cumberland Patriots, taking on the number 6 seed, the Benedictine Ravens, and this one is going to be a defensive matchup. This game's featuring two of the NAIA's top goalies, Cumberland's Olivia McCarroll. She leads the NAIA in goals against average, while Benedictine's Gianna Stiletti ranked second with 5.71. They're first and second save percentage, with McCarroll at 56.7 and Stiletti at 54.6. Joining me to my right, as he has for the first 2 games today and a few games earlier this season, Nick Kaiser. Nick, what do you think?
I think this is going to be, as you said, a very defensive matchup. I think both offenses are definitely going to have to come out firing, definitely going to have to place the shots where they want them to beat these two goalies. Definitely something you got to be aware of. 2 hot goalies can go either way.
Yeah. And this is the third matchup between these two teams. The last meeting was the final game of the 2020 season for Benedictine. Before COVID-19, Cumberlands won that game with the final 16-11 at home. But the first matchup was at the 2019 NAIA National Invitational Semifinals at Grand Rapids, where Benedictine won that 14-10 to move on to the finals. And right away, Benedictine running. And that is going to be a free possession shot, so McCarroll's going to get challenged right off the bat here, not even 17 seconds in. And there's going to be goal number 1 for Benedictine, as Adian McKerney is going to get her first of the tournament. And double check the stats here, as McKerney is going to get her 55th goal on the season. And so another 2 players we're looking at today is Wechter with 110 points on the season for Benedictine, and then over on Cumberland's side, we talked about this a little bit in the second matchup, number 22, Bella Richazi, with 158 points on the season, 98 goals and 60 assists.
Those are impressive numbers.
Yeah, she's 2 goals away from the 100-goal mark. And I was bewildered with 75 goals last game.
Yes. Something tells me if Benedictine can keep the offensive pressure up, she's going to get that mark today. So for the people at home, Benedictine is in the black jerseys with the red trim moving left to right, and University of the Cumberlands is in the gray jerseys with red trim moving from right to left.
So free possession for Cumberlands. And Meyer throws that over to the right side to Wharton. Down low to Meyer. Back behind the net to Richazi. Over the top, a little give and go there. Richazi to Katie Wharton. Richazi just getting really cleaning the house there. And that looks like a goal there. So 1-1 here. 2 minutes into the first quarter. And see who scored that one here in a second. Believe gonna guess and say that was Richazi. She's 2 goals away from the 100-goal mark on the season. So trying to pull up the live stats.
Cumberland's goal, her 37th this season, number 23, Katie Wharton. She's been number 22, Bella Richazi.
So it wasn't Richazi's, so we're just waiting to hear exactly who it was, or see online. So draw control is going to go to Benedictine here, as Erica Odell is going to be the one to run away with that one. So this one's on the right wing. Is Wechter. Down low. Shot going high over the net. Off the stick of Claire Ryan, the senior from Osterville, Minnesota.
Benedictine's offense is moving the ball really well, kind of confusing the Cumberlands defense a little bit. They're doing a good job of getting back into the house, but could definitely play a little bit of a factor once the game starts to move on a little bit.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of, even when they miss passes, they always have somebody supporting.
They're doing a great job of backing up shots, backing up passes, maintaining the possession.
And Eric Odell with a shot that went high over the net there. But like you're saying, Benedictine doing a really good job of controlling the play, controlling the ball. And making Cumberland play to them. And Odell was looking for the alley-oop goal there. That one's going to be bounced back to McCarroll. She ended up knocking down number 12, Aiden McCurney. Now Wechter with it. Simonson up top. Meyer put some good pressure on McCurney. And she's going to make this count, and they go up 2-1 here.
Great
McCurney.
Awareness to realize that the two Cumberlands players ran into each other and take advantage of that. Kind of two players run into each other, both get knocked out of the play, and she has all the room in the world to put that wherever she wanted.
Yeah, and she did a great job spinning off the first defender to kind of draw that attention that neither of them were really paying attention. And I don't know if you saw that, but Olivia McCarroll came all the way out of net to talk to her defense that were walking away real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Usually after every goal, you're going to want to kind of talk to your goalie because they're kind of the quarterback of the defense, so you're going to kind of want to see what went wrong, what they did from her point of view, and maybe she just didn't get what she needed to say in and had to have a little conversation with her defense.
So we're seeing Wechter versus Morgan Tate on the draw controls. And Benedictine's going to get the control there as Margot Gelbach going to carry it in. Finds Claire Ryan down there on the left wing. Now behind the net to Wechter. And McCarroll able to grab that free position. Now Trinity Brown's going to carry it down that left side. She's going to cut back to the middle. Finds Morgan Tate. Now she's going to carry it over to the right side. Now Rachel Lay trying to slow the pace down a little bit. Carolina Johnson getting a little pressure from Brooke Robber. Wharton with it. To the left of the net, trying to go to the middle to find Richazi. And looks like we're going to have a penalty here. And Benedictine possession. Chazi trying to create a turnover. And still all over the place. Ball bounces. Now Grace Simonson sent that down to the right side to Conley.
Great save.
And that's going to be Cumberland's ball. Now Jail Cobb. Looks like she's going to get a free possession. Almost a miscue on the pass there, but Katie Wharton able to snag that one down. And is that one of those risky but smart plays when you kind of toss it back to the goalie?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a simple pass like that, you're going to expect your goalie to catch it. Kind of relieves the pressure off the defense just because nobody can really pressure the goalie in the crease, and they have, I think it's 6 or 7 seconds to get out of the crease. So, yeah, definitely a smart play. Kind of give the defense a break, let them break out, and let the breakout pass happen from the goalie.
And nice save there by McCarroll. Just getting enough on it. And they caught McCarroll. I think
Caught her chasing a little bit.
Yeah, she got a little, I would say, over-aggressive there, trying to maybe intercept that pass.
It was a great interception of the pass. I was heading towards the Cumberlands goalie, and great awareness to turn around and put it to the front of the net as soon as possible.
And Aiden McKerney grabbing another one. That's going to be her 56th on the season. So we're going to look at the key players here between the two teams. So Bella Chazi with 98 goals, 60 assists for 158 points. Stephanie Meyer with 80 points. Regan Hensley with 78. Rachel Lay with 55. Aaliyah Belton with 53. And Katie Wharton with 52 for Cumberlands. And on the other side of the field for Benedictine, as that shot's going to go wide right over the net. And Jael Cobb going to get there first. Number 21, Natalie Wechter with 110 points, 82 goals, 28 assists. Number 12, Aiden McHenry with 86 points. Number 2, Claire Ryan with 80. Erica Odell with 79. Elizabeth Connolly with 43. And Grace Simonson with 33 for Benedictine. And Benedictine coming in with the number 1 goals per game average in the country, 21.21. That's a lot of goals, Nick, per game.
That's a lot of goals per game.
That also makes a lot of sense why they have 3 players with 80-plus points on the season.
Mm-hmm. Their 2 closest games were back-to-back, and it just so happened to be our last matchup. Benedictine beat Life earlier in the season 14-13, and they lost to Reinhardt the following Thursday 15-14. Every other game was just a couple of scores off the top is 22-10, 23-4, 24-1, 24-1, 20-5, 24-6, 22-2, 23-5, 29-1, 16-3, 21-9, 23-7. So they're putting up about 21 goals a game, which is very impressive.
So another pre-possession shot here. And it looks like a warning's going to be tossed over to that right side with a mixture of Benedictine and Cumberlands. And Natalie Wechter getting her 83rd goal on the season. Benedictine jumps out to a 4-1 lead with 4:18 left in the first quarter, and we're going to get a timeout here. And Cumberland's going to be taking their first. And you know, a lot of these teams are traveling pretty far, Nick, so they go to Shorts Travel Management. As the official travel partner of the NAIA, Shorts Travel would like to congratulate all the NAIA championship teams on an excellent season. Shorts Travel Management is proud to help these teams reach their destination during postseason play and throughout the year. Shorts Travel, proud to be official travel partner of the NAIA. So with that, we're going to take a short break and be right back on the NAIA Sports Network. And we're back after that timeout. And Cumberland's finally going to win a draw control there.
With Cumberland's going down early here, they definitely need to put a couple in the back of the net, swing the momentum a little bit, and kind of get into their rhythm.
And Wharton falls down on that. So she's going to get a very far out free possession shot here. And just goes for the pass instead so they can set up. Now Rachel Lay trying to find something here to bring them back within 2. But Nick, honestly, I think Benedictine's defense is doing a really good job of staying man-to-man, but also really kind of taking away those open passes right in the middle of the house.
Absolutely. So right now they're playing what I would call a man defense. So that's when your defenders pretty much lock off on their own player and don't let anything through the middle.
And it's really effective against Cumberlands and kind of keeping Richazi locked tight as Wharton falling down again there. And it's going to be a free possession shot. So big chance here for Wharton. That one goes off the crossbar. What a shot by Wharton. And Gianna Stiletti. No, she's going to be kissing the post. And that's going to be a goal by Richazi. And she is pumped. There's our first Gronk slam of the lacrosse stick of the tournament.
Yeah.
And I believe
that's
that
Richazi's 99th, so she's got one more to hit the 100 mark.
That's insane, man, that we're watching someone potentially score their 100th goal of the season.
I feel like 100 goals in one season. That is a milestone. That's like a player in basketball getting their 1000th point. Like it's that is not a very
in the
easy
season.
Yeah. 100 goals in one season is not an easy thing to do. And from the looks of it, she's made it look very easy.
So, and if we really want to put that into perspective here, Cumberlands has only played 20 games this season. So she's scoring 5 goals a game.
That's a lot of goals.
Well, just under 5 goals because she needed 2 more.
That's a lot of goals.
And McCarroll, another post hit there. So the surprising thing so far in this game for me, Nick, is that Cumberland leads the NAIA in 6 statistical categories. They've netted 389 goals, 226 assists, which both rank first in the country. Defensively, they lead the NAIA in draw controls with 358, goals against average of 537, save percentage of 55.1. You're solid on both ends there.
You are very solid on both ends there. I think right now, just Benedictine wants it more. I think they're just playing with a little bit more heart. They're being a little bit more aggressive. Even though Cumberlands is kind of maintaining the draw control, they're getting back to the defensive zone quick enough to control once they come in. And then even like just what happened, they're playing a very aggressive defense, causing turnovers and pushing it the other way immediately.
Yeah, Rihanna England causing that turnover and getting the ball the other way quickly up to Claire Ryan. And I mean, I feel like if you're the lower seed team here, what's there to lose? I mean, you made it to nationals. For most teams, that's an amazing season. There's got to be a point at your mind somewhere that you kind of just go, screw it, let's go get it.
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
If we get blown out, we get blown out. Why don't we just have some fun with it and let her rip, Tater Trip? I mean, you could definitely see this strategy from Benedictine is really, even though Richazi has 1 goal, I mean, we're almost through the first quarter here with 57.7 seconds left. And here's another free possession shot. And that one's going to trickle in off the shoulder. Margot Gelbach's going to grab one. So that's going to give Benedictine 5. And that's going to be Gelbeck's 28th goal on the season, giving her that 30-point milestone. So congrats to her. Like, I know saying that in the same game or breath as somebody with, they're trying to fight for 100 goals on the season in the same game. And that's just goals. But I still feel like getting to the 30-point milestone from what you've said is, it's a solid milestone to hit.
Yeah. It's anything over 30 goals in a season is going to be impressive. But kind of going back to what you were saying with what's there to lose, I think along those lines, you have 33 teams in women's lacrosse in the NAIA. 8 make it to the national tournament. I think Benedictine kind of came into this game saying, hey, we're the lower seed. Let's come out, kind of smack them in the mouth quick. And that's
there.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're showing the Cumberlands zero mercy.
And I don't know if we could call that an alley-oop goal since she wasn't in the air, but that literally was just a one-tap goal.
Close enough. We call that almost like a quick stick goal.
Well, it was pretty either way. So Erica Odell grabbing one. And that's going to be assisted by Margot Gelback, I believe. So Gelback's going to get her 3rd assist on the year. And Erica Odell is going to grab her 58th goal on the season, giving her 80 points. So congrats to her to hitting the 80-point milestone.
I think right now Cumberlands needs to get out of the first quarter with no more damage. And there is a big body check. But I think Cumberlands needs to get out of this quarter with no more damage. And then coach is going to have some words in between quarters, kind of ask the girls if they're still on the bus, like what's going on, and tell them, hey, start doing something, because whatever we're doing now isn't working.
And after the first quarter, Benedictine up 6-2, and a bit of a shocker here. You can definitely see that Cumberlands needs a shock to the system. Something, maybe a splash of water, get them going. I don't want to call it bus legs because they're moving and their passes are sharp, but they just can't get behind.
Bus legs is a general term. Can count for your head too. Maybe they're just not in it.
Well, they got 3 quarters left to get back into this game, but we're going to take a short break and be right back on the NAIA Sports Network. So, Nick, the phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. As you were an NAIA athlete, we were part of the 77,000 others who feel the same way. You'll never run out of room to grow on the court, the field, in the classroom, and as a person. Learn more at NAIA.org. And these student athletes, speaking of the student part of athletes, it's finals week, man.
It is finals week. So not only do all of these girls have the task of going through the finals week grind and making sure you get all your finals done and getting good grades, but then Cumberlands travels from Kentucky and Benedictine travels from Kansas. Those are both probably easily 9+ hour trips, if not more, to now, on top of their finals, come in and play a national tournament.
Well, we just did that 9-hour bus trip down to St. Louis a little bit ago.
And Kansas is on the other side of Missouri, so it's probably a 12, 13-hour bus ride for them.
If not longer.
If not longer.
So, first quarter, really Benedictine in control there. And wow, what a shoulder check there. And we talked about rough play early on, and I don't know if that sets the tone of how this second quarter is going to go, but
the refs are letting them play.
Yeah, that shoulder check coming from Trinity Brown, the junior D from Fayetteville, Georgia. And Bella Chazi, she's going to grab number 100.
Keep that ball.
I really hope the refs let her get to keep it, because she deserves to keep that one. I mean, congrats to Bella Rachazi, the junior from Framingham, Massachusetts. And I believe they just announced it over the loudspeaker, or at least I hope they would have, because that is one hell of a milestone to hit in any career at any level. So congrats to her on a special moment, and can't wait for an even more exciting game. So Bella brings this one back within 3, and Brown getting up there to swat that one down for Cumberlands as they are on the attack again, and they caught Benedictine all out of sorts. And now that Erica O'Dowd causing the turnover, but it's going to be a free possession shot on Stiletti. And Stiletti with a big save up close and tight. And still battling down there on the right side. And there's going to be a whistle here. So reset of the shot clock, it looks like. 13:32 left in the third quarter. Benedictine up 6-3. Now it looks like the refs are going to be getting together.
So going back to Bella Rachazi, as a freshman, had 54 goals, 41 assists, 95 points. As a sophomore in 2020, in a shortened season, had 29 goals, 18 assists, and 47 points. And then as a technically would be a junior because of the shortened season her sophomore year, but as last season played 18 games, had 81 goals and 119 points, and then this year coming in at 100 goals this game. That's a career for Bella Richazi, and I believe she's a senior this year.
Junior.
She's only a junior, so she has one more year left.
I think she's a COVID junior. Everybody got that year.
Yeah.
That was kind of freebie. So still technically 2 years of potential eligibility in the NAIA.
Yep.
And, we kind of talked about this before the game, but women lacrosse helmets.
Yes.
We might see one or two of them on, between two teams, as number 45 on Siena Heights wears one, but 3 players on the Cumberlands team all wearing them. I mean, we don't get to really see them a whole lot when we do WLAX conference games.
Yeah. I think they are an innovation to the game, and for the health and safety of these girls, I think they're a phenomenal idea. I know too many friends of mine that played women's lacrosse in high school and college, and just kind of took a weird stick to the head, and their career's over because they now struggle with concussions. I think a lot of the D1 NCAA teams are making it a requirement now that their whole team has to wear them, and I think that is one of the smartest things women's lacrosse has ever done.
And number 15, Regan Hensley, grabbing the 4th goal of the game for Cumberlands. And that's going to be her 55th goal on the season, letting her cross the 80-point threshold.
We got a lot of these 70, 80, 90, 100-point thresholds being passed this weekend.
In the first game. I mean, we had 3 girls with 7 points last game.
Yep.
And one of them only played until halfway through the 3rd quarter because of a double yellow. It says a lot about the talent that's here this weekend. But, yeah, back to those helmets. I've definitely seen a couple hard slashes, and I keep forgetting to show you that picture I took my freshman year of college of a pretty nasty cut as Richazi went down there trying to get the shot off. And caused turnover there. And right there, ball going off the head a little funky.
There you go.
And we talked about it in, I believe, this early in the second game about the just boss level for women's lacrosse and some other women's sports, that there's no pads, no nothing. And, I mean, we both can admit they play harder than boys sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just the physicality of the game, it's already shown here in the first half.
And it's one of those things where, unfortunately, women's lacrosse is meant to be a non-contact sport, or a very limited contact sport, I should say.
Yeah, they do have a lot of rules that prevent dangerous shots or chances at high sticks.
Yep. But these girls will push it to the limit to see what they can get away with. And I love every second of it.
Well, it goes back to that old saying, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Robin's racing.
But looks like it's going to be a potential injury timeout. Trinity Brown having a hard time here. So
yeah, it looked like while Trinity was running up the field, she went to go kind of jump out of the way of a defender, and it looks like they kind of clipped knees a little bit.
And she's definitely been physical back there on D for Cumberland, so it's going to be interesting to see how Aaron Bryant, the freshman from Miamisburg, Ohio, kind of fills in for her.
She's been crucial for the Cumberlands defense and even into the Cumberlands transition game.
Yeah, she's really kind of been creating turnovers and causing problems for Benedictine. So, and now the physical play is starting to come back from Benedictine. It's going to be interesting to see what Christina Min can do here. She's got to throw it back to Meyer, who finds Wharton. Now down to Lay, who's going to take it behind the net. And Benedictine goes right back to that man-up defense you were talking about. And you could kind of see that Cumberlands is trying to do something up top to create some confusion.
Benedictine is doing a great job tracking through the pressure, through everything going on that Cumberlands is trying to throw at them.
Right there, caused turnover, and Benedictine going the other way. And we've already heard her name a lot. Ada McKerney is going to carry this one in. Find someone open ahead. That's Margot Gelbach. She finds Odell.
Great job by Margot to feel the pressure on her back and roll off that pressure.
And it looks like the live stats are finally caught up to us. So that third goal for Cumberlands is Bella Richazi's 100th goal officially now. So Richazi with 2 goals and assists already today. So that's going to give her 161 points on the season. And Ada McKerney already with a hat trick, followed by a goal by Gelbach, Simonson, and Wechter. And Hensley and Wharton scoring the other 2 for Cumberlands. And nice save there by McCarroll. And she's trying to find an opening to pass, so she's going to dump it over top. And it looks like we're going to have another conversation with the refs here with 7:37. So while they're doing that, we're going to talk about hometown ticketing. Hometown ticketing is proud to be the official ticketing partner of the NAIA. Fast Gans and happy fans. That's a pretty good motto.
It is. It's catchy.
I like that. So it's going to be Cumberland's ball. And Ryan putting the pressure on there, but the ball able to get over top to Wharton. And this one's going to go right to the center. And wide open shot that goes wide.
Off the top of your head, what's the catchiest catchphrase that you know?
For that?
For anything. It's the first thing that pops in your head.
The first thing that popped in my head there was call the Berenstein Bears because she couldn't find a tune to bury that one. Like that one, huh?
I did.
I have my moments. Few and far between, but I have them. So 6:36 left in the second quarter. And Benedictine hanging on to a 2-goal lead here in the first half. kind of marched out to an early 3-goal lead over Cumberlands, and Cumberlands slowly clawing them back. And over the top, Stephanie Meyer with a whole lot of room to run. Nobody around her for a good 10 yards. And Cumberland's with numbers. Wide open, and that's going to be a goal. Number 13, Carolina Johnson, the sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Honestly, that all started by the great defensive play back in Cumberland's zone to cause the turnover, scoop the ground ball, have the awareness to see your midfielder streaking up. Great lead pass, catches it, Greenfield in front of her, and then to turn that transition into offense was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and that's going to be Carolina Johnson's 34th on the year, and Morgan Terpstra going to grab an assist there. And that's going to be her second assist on the year. So as we get a timeout here from, I believe it was Cumberlands. And they came in hooping and hollering. Even though it's a 1-goal differential, they've really kind of put the momentum back in their favor. So as they go into timeout, we're going to take a timeout ourselves, and we'll be right back on the NAIA Sports Network.
Timeout. Benedictine.
And we're back from timeout. Now Cumberland's with 3 unanswered goals. And can definitely say that Cumberland's is woken up from the bus fog.
Yeah. There's still some fight left in that dog.
Yeah, so 5:57 left, 1-goal game. We've been seeing 1-goal games all day, man.
All day. Every single game so far has been an absolute barn burner.
And that just shows how much just skill there is in every single team we've seen. I mean, Siena was the A seed, and they gave Lawrence Tech all they could handle for a little bit, and then they just ran out of gas, it seemed like. And that is definitely going to be a free possession, I would say, for
Absolutely.
Benedictine.
That's a great ride by the Benedictine midfielders and attackmen.
Is that going to be a time or a penalty
That
on
is
the
going
goalie?
to be a penalty on Cumberland's goalie. So I believe you were looking at your computer. But
yeah, I was going to
so
pull up some stats.
Benedictine was on the ride, and they came from behind, knocked her stick out of her hand, and Cumberland's goalie turned around and grabbed the stick of Benedictine and pulled her down. So for the time being, we're going to have the Cumberland's backup goalie come in.
And if I read it right. That's going to be number 99, Mia Bosa, the freshman. She has 13 games played, 2 games started, has 227 minutes and 50 seconds, 14 goals against. So talk about a gut check time for a freshman. What a save by the freshie. And Bosa from Woodstock, Georgia. What an announcement on your first play of the game. Over the top.
It's never easy for a goalie to come in cold like she is now and to come out and just post up a beautiful save like that, first shot of the game.
Another big save. And 22 seconds left in the penalty to McCarroll. And Cumberland's able to get it out. 7 seconds left. And free possession to Cumberland's in Benedictine's zone. And they're going to switch goalies here on the fly. If you want to talk about a time of vulnerability, it would have been right there to get a quick transition going for Benedictine. And another big save on the right side of the field. As Stiletti made a big save of her own. And Gelbach trying to get there. And wow. Nick, I don't know lacrosse well enough, but that seemed like it should be Ravens ball there.
It should be.
Because Trinity Brown came out like an absolute V2 missile. Really out of nowhere and kind of undercut the Ravens midi. She got low.
She did.
I mean, I'm impressed.
She is not afraid of the physical side of lacrosse.
And she was trying to put one in herself. And Cumberland's going to score, and I believe that's number 13. Carolina Johnson with her second of the game.
That is now 4 unanswered goals by the Cumberlands.
And we are back even. So Carolina Johnson leading, or tied with Richazi in goals for the game at 2. Richazi and Johnson both looking at that hat trick goal. As the goals have been kind of spread out throughout Cumberland's, really. So what a huge development in the game here. Tale of 2 quarters as Cumberland's has fought back like the Patriots fought back in the American Revolution. Had to go back to my...
Go back to your history lesson.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. And Brown diving in. She's going to put that one backhand, it looked like. But Stiletti able to get in the way of that one.
I will say I had to kind of lean over and look forward. But the fans of Benedictine and the Cumberlands traveling well.
Yeah, definitely impressive. I mean, we've seen all the teams have traveled really well for a Wednesday start to a tournament.
Absolutely.
And I think the farther we get on here in the rounds, the more fans are going to be here.
Yeah.
And, I mean, with this being a home tournament with Lawrence Tech hosting and also being number 1, definitely going to be interesting to see how many LTU fans show up tomorrow with it being an afternoon game. With tomorrow's first game starting at 4 p.m. and the second game starting at 7.
I think with the later games kind of at that point, most finals are over. People aren't moving out yet.
Yeah, Saturday's the move-out day, and that the national championship game is Saturday at 5. So could you imagine trying to move out, but you also, oh, hey, I got to go try and win a national title at 5, guys. So can we hurry this up?
Well, I think I think the women's lacrosse team got a little bit of an exception.
I would hope so. And Wharton carrying this one full tilt all the way down again. And Morgan Tate kind of flying through the middle there. And Benedictine staying true to their man-up D here.
Just a man defense, not a man up.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, because man up would be penalty. Yeah, that's my
correct.
Bad. And what a save there, Meyer. Nice shot.
Benedictine goalie.
And Katie Wharton taking advantage of the confusion.
Count that as now 5 unanswered goals by the University of the Cumberlands.
And Wharton going to grab her 37th on the season, as she's already got 1 assist today. So actually that's going to be her 2nd of the game. So it's going to be her 38th on the year and 3rd point of the day. So now 3 Patriots sitting at 2-1 on the day.
While Benedictine had complete control over the first quarter, whatever Coach Kelly said in between the first and second to her team, it worked, because this entire second quarter has been all Cumberlands.
Yeah, Coach Bucas really must have tore into them in that 2-minute break, and I could only imagine what Coach Hansen for Benedictine is going to say. And again, Trinity Brown,
she is everywhere today,
being a force. She's going to dump this one over, and they're going to go low. Wow, what a save by Stiletti. I have no idea how she got a piece of that with just under 20 seconds left on the clock. That really could have been the backbreaker for any momentum going into the half. And 3 seconds left, and they were looking for Claire Brown. So going into the half, really a tale of 2 quarters.
Absolutely.
Cumberlands with 5 unanswered goals here to storm back into the lead. Well, to get their first lead of the game, it's just an impressive showing by the number 3 seed over the number 7. If you were to take the first quarter, Benedictine played perfect except for allowing that 1 goal by Katie Wharton.
Benedictine's defense was lights out in the first quarter. And then second quarter, Cumberland's offense was just firing on all cylinders, and
huge adjustment.
Managed to put some stuff together, put a couple goals in the back of the net, and that's going to swing the momentum.
Yeah, I definitely think the physical play is having an effect on Benedictine, and the fact that Cumberland's is getting players in and out, with them having 2 extra players that they put in to try and give them maybe some extra legs, a little bit of gas, get their players some fresh breath. in a really physical, hard-fought game, and we're going to have another knockout bare knuckle brawl to the final again. So as we go into the half, Cumberland storms back to a 7-6 lead, and we will be back after a short 10-minute break for halftime on the NAIA Sports Network. And we're back for the second half, and I don't know about you. I'm trying to read body language, but looks like we're getting a little bit of chirping out there.
A little bit.
Which is to be expected. I mean, close game, physical. Wouldn't expect anything different, really. But let's see how this quarter goes, and another body down. So it's going to be possession Cumberlands.
Nope. Possession goes Benedictine.
Or Benedictine, sorry. I just saw Gray running this way, and my brain went with what we were doing last quarter. Wechter with it. Trying to find that goal over on the far side. Find Connolly. And it kind of seems like Cumberlands is mirroring that man defense we were seeing from Benedictine in the first half. And that one's going to be low. What a goal by Aiden McCurney. That's going to be, I believe, her fourth of the game. And she's just been dominant today.
Great job to read the screen that was there and bounce to the other side.
And throw it low.
Get some free space. Open hands. Put it where she wants it and beat the goalie.
Yeah, so now we're back even at 7. Definitely momentum that Benedictine needed to get the Ravens back flying straight and high. So that's going to be McCurney's 58th on the season for goals. I don't even know how to feel about this, man. Like, every time it seems like we hear somebody score, it's like, oh, you've scored your 60th goal of the season. Congrats. Where I feel like the WLAX conference, we do have high goal scorers, but a high goal scorer is like Spintowski, where she has 50. And we're like, wow, that's crazy. Where in the KCAC and in the ACC, in the MSC, we're having people score upwards of 80 to 90 on a season. But it really seems like that's just on a select few teams that are here at the Nationals. Except for that one that we looked up earlier in the second matchup on Montreat, who's leading the NAIA in points, in goals and assists.
Yeah, I think it's kind of per conference it can get a little tricky. But like if you look at the WLAC teams, there's nobody that's scoring 80, 90, 100 goals per season, but more you're going to have a wider range of people scoring. So you're going to see, instead of seeing 4 people with 180 and 90 points, you're going to see 7 or 8 girls with 40, 50, 60 points, which is really what you want to see, because that just means your team is very versatile and you can spread the wealth, for the lack of better terms.
Yeah, and as I pull up our matchup info sheets, just to kind of pull up our 2 WLAC teams that played in that first matchup, with LTU beating Siena to move on. They're going to be taking on Reinhardt tomorrow in the first game at 4 p.m. I mean, you have Spintowski, who going into the game today had 46 goals. Burke had 40. Robinson had 19, but she also has 32 assists. Hubner, the freshman, a newcomer of the year for the WLAC, had 24. Gabby Mitchell had 23, and Elena Smythe had 29. Like you were saying, it's very
evenly
out.
distributed.
And then Siena, Sereno had 51, Pringle had 45, Spell had 35, Frankfurt had 37, Kuntz had 33, and Merrick had 29. Where they're a little bit higher scoring, but if we went deeper into the Blue Devil roster, there's definitely people with 10.
Yep.
And big chance here for Cumberlands, and they're going to put it away and take back the lead. I believe that was number 6, Rachel Lay. And that's going to be her 30th goal in the season and 56th. 56 points, I believe. 57th point as Charity has an assist today. And wow, that was a two bodies colliding at a very fast rate of speed there. Isn't there some Einstein equation or something?
An object in motion stays in motion. Oh, that's Newton. No.
Well, is it? So is
No.
it Newton?
Isn't it like a force causes an equal and opposite reaction?
Well, the opposite reaction to that was immediate stop to spin to the ground.
I'm a business student.
Dude, I'm a communications graduate. And McCarroll plays with a confidence, and she really, you could tell she believes in the team in front of her. And Trinity Brown reminds me of like a Tyreek Hill, that she just runs past people. She doesn't run through them. She just runs.
She might be the fastest person I've seen in this tournament so far.
Yes. Like, I wish we could do an all-star like skills thing before this, just to see like who runs the fastest 40 or.
I want the stat tracker. I want to see how fast she's running.
Yes. Got to talk to our technical director, Alex Sweet, to see if we can get that. And that's going to be a goal for Cumberlands as they march back out to another 2-goal lead. See who exactly got that one. That's going to be number 15, Regan Hensley, as she's going to grab her second of the game.
Right, I don't know. That's just easier for me because I gotta
And
go all the way up to.
her 56th on the season and her 81st point on the season. So pretty goal there by Benedictine, and then Cumberland just comes marching right back. And whoever wins this one's going to be taking on either Kaiser or Scad Savannah in the 7 o'clock matchup tomorrow night.
Great push to the net and great finish.
Definitely. And I mean, that's exactly what you want to see from one of your vets, is that, all right, they scored, whatever, let's go. Still a lot of
Get
game
the next
left.
one.
So 9-8, Benedictine finally answering back on some of these goals Cumberland's scored. in 9:32, and this is more of what we saw in that first quarter, in the first half, and what we kind of expected.
Luckily, Benedictine was able to get one back. I think they really need to avoid letting the Cumberlands get multiple consecutive unanswered goals, because, I mean, based on that second quarter, Benedictine had nothing going offensively. So to see that they're kind of starting to get that back and matching Cumberland's offense is definitely a positive for them moving forward.
And that goal coming from number 3, Rihanna England, the senior attacker from Tomball, Texas. And that's going to be her 10th goal on the year and 13th point. And it looks like Bella Rachazi took the kind of definitely rattled there. She stands next to Stiletti.
Yeah, I believe she went to go roll off the pressure and just caught a stick to the back of the head.
And betcha she's definitely thankful that she's got that helmet on we talked about earlier in the game, as it's one of those. And Benedictine's going to march right back. And tied up again, 9-9, 8:44 in the third. And I believe that one came from Rihanna England again.
Barn burner 3.0 for today.
Yeah, that seems about right. As what we've seen so far today.
Which, honestly, it's what you love to see. You don't ever want to go to the national tournament and see a team get blown out. You want it to be good, hard-fought competition, and that's honestly what we've seen throughout all the games today.
And it looks like I was wrong. Elizabeth Connolly's going to grab her 23rd, and it's going to be assisted by Rihanna England. So Connolly going to grab her first of the tournament and her 23rd of the season, giving her 44 points on the year.
I think right now Benedictine's success is coming from their ability to control the draw. If you notice in that second quarter, pretty much every draw was controlled by the Cumberlands, which caused offense. So now that Benedictine's kind of controlling the face-off draws, it's kind of going in their favor.
Yeah, and they've jumped back out to a 14-7 draw control lead. And other than that, it's really close on the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, Benedictine's holding the lead in that one by 3, 17-14. But Benedictine doing a really good job on their success rate of the free possession shots. They're 3 for 5 so far today. As another potential cause turnover, but Benedictine's going to pick up that ground ball, as they have 8 to Cumberland's 9 right now.
And that is 3 unanswered goals by Benedictine.
And Natalie Wechter, the senior midfielder from Royersford, Pennsylvania, that is going to be her second of the game and 84th goal on the year. So that's going to give her 112 points so far this season. So definitely seeing goal scorers score today. Now we're going to see Wechter versus Leah in the draw control. Or sorry, Rachel Lay.
Love to see another Pennsylvania native on the field.
Dang Pittsburgh kids.
She's from the other side of the state.
It's Pennsylvania. Everybody's from Pittsburgh one way or another.
Nope.
I don't know. I'm still a little sore with the Pittsburgh-Detroit rivalry that is consumed
No longer a rivalry.
Well, it's slowly made its way over all sports. Because you got Philly and Detroit, and you got the Penguins and the Wings, and then the Pirates and the Tigers, and then the Steelers and the Lions. As Cumberland's going to absolutely turn on the Jets all the way back down. Now Bella Rachazi going to bump off one cross check. Spin. Cuts back. Backs out, look for the pass to Rachel Lay. And Benedictine's going to grab that one and go the other way with it now. And almost an oops there from Kearney. And looks like we're going to get a timeout here from Benedictine. And as we go into a timeout, we're going to talk about collegiate awards, as some of these girls here that we're going to see over this week are definitely going to be taking home some hardware, as Collegiate Awards is proud to serve as the official trophy and award provider of the NAIA, and I've been to a few nationals this year, and they do a pretty darn good job of making those trophies look absolutely perfect. So definitely appreciate them and everything they do for the NAIA. But we're going to take a short break. Benedictine back up 10-9 against Cumberlands. So we'll be right back on the NAIA Sports Network. And we're back after that timeout. So Benedictine with control. Here have a 1-goal lead with 5:56 left in the third quarter. Nick, I mean, this looks exactly like what we saw from Benedictine in the first quarter. So, I mean, I'm not really interested in this quarter. I want to see how they follow it up in the fourth, because if they can't follow it up, Cumberlands is going to march back all over them.
Absolutely. I think the first quarter, Benedictine was playing lights out defensively, lights out offensively. Second quarter, didn't get as much offense in as they wanted to, and their defense kind of slipped a little bit, but that's also controlling a tough Cumberlands offense. And here in this third quarter, I definitely think I won't say they're struggling defensively, but they are not the same defense we saw in the first quarter. But luckily, their offense is kind of stepping up to the task and getting some things done.
And just like that, their offense making a mistake, and Trinity Brown's going to turn on the Go-Go Jets. And absolutely cooks down the field.
She is a crucial part to this Cumberlands transition game.
Yeah, when we thought she was hurt earlier, it's good to see she's back up and moving. And, I mean, it's the national championship, so you kind of want to, even if you're hurt, and put some icy on it, take some ibuprofen, let's go out there, finish the game, and try and get to tomorrow.
My college coach back in Columbia always asked me, are you hurt or injured? There's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, if you're hurt, you can play. If you're injured, go sit.
Yep.
I believe that to this day. As it looks like we're going to get a yellow card here. So that's going to be either, I believe that's going to be on number 3, Rihanna England. See what that is in a second. I believe it was a 2-minute penalty for a check to the head on Rihanna England. So huge penalty there with 14-14 left in the third quarter. So now we see the man down defense.
There you go.
Just took me 2 games to get it right. And Bella Richazi tried going with a sharp angle shot there. And that's going to be a free possession. And Cumberland's player apparently thought it was fair game there. So the ref giving her enough space for Benedictine to keep running. Now Benedictine able to set up. Nice move there by Margot Gelbach. She cuts back, takes out one. Kind of bit of a reverse check there. So Margot Gelbach, gonna get a free possession chance here. Pretty far out, but we have seen it work for Benedictine so far. And right there, missed opportunity. And what do you know, Trinity Brown in there grinding for this Patriot team. So reset of the shot clock with 2:23 left. And this one's going to go to Cumberland. On the possession, missed pass opportunity. And Meyer just able to grab that ground ball. Now Rachel Lay with it on the right side. Now it's going to end up back behind the net. Hensley, heard her name quite a bit today for this Cumberlands team. That shot's going to go wide left. A lot of pressure on Ricciazzi. this one's going to go out of bounds on that pass. And back to the Patriots ball. 1-goal lead. And missed pass there. Now Benedictine going the other way, and ref's going to deem free possession with 35 seconds left in the third quarter. So the quarter that me and Nick both waiting for, this fourth quarter of this slugfest for the third time today, that we're both wondering, can Benedictine put two quarters together back to back? 10 seconds left on the clock. And now huge free possession shot here.
3.9 seconds left in the quarter.
Can they score a back-breaking goal with just seconds left against one of the best goalies in the country? And that shot goes wide left. Definitely saw where she was shooting. She was looking for that left lower side, trying to get the bounce to catch McCarroll off guard. And as we go into the fourth quarter, we're going to take a short break. And we'll be right back on the NAIA Sports Network. And we are back for the fourth quarter. Rachazi is going to come in, take some draws now. Why do you think the sudden change there, Nick?
Maybe just to mix it up a little bit. Kind of get a new stick in there, kind of see if she can generate some offense off of the draws. Not a bad strategy.
Yeah, as Benedictine winning 15-7 on the draws. And right there, Benedictine's going to grab number 16. And Trinity Brown kind of went down a little rough there. And just missing wide on the bounce shot. Actually, I think that was dead on. It just too sharp of an angle, and it bounced right over. And free possession shot again for Benedictine. McCarroll took that one, and she's going to throw this one. Trinity Brown's going to have to chase it down, and she gets support from Rachel Lay. Now Katie Wharton is going to try and take this one all the way down into the right corner on the letter V of Devils. She's going to take it around all the way, set up just under the U. Ricciazzi trying to break free to get the game-tying goal here early in the fourth. And huge chance for the Patriots here. Biggest free possession shot of the game, and that's going to be a goal. Morgan Tate getting a nice shot off there, going low side, right past the Letty. She's got 2 assists today, so she's going to grab her first goal of the tournament. It's going to be her 20th on the season, so she just hit the 30-point mark for the season. Congrats to her. So quick goal there, minute 23 into the fourth quarter, and we're all tied up 10-10 now. And this is a bit what we were worried about from Benedictine, if they could kind of hold up.
Benedictine's offense needs to get something going, get a nice retaliation goal. It was a great draw possession by Benedictine.
So that's going to give them their 17th draw control of the game. And the one player we haven't really heard from a lot is Claire Ryan, that senior attacker.
As an absolute missile of a shot by Erica Odell.
Yeah, huge goal. She's now got 2 points on the day. So she's going to grab her 58th goal on the season, giving her 81 points. Another 80-point milestone, man. It's insane. And it all came down to draw control.
It's my specialty in college.
Yeah, I remember us having a few conversations about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was always fascinated, like the little tricks and tips you could do to tweaking the stick a little bit and kind of making the plastic flex to try and get that extra little grip on the ball. And draw control for Cumberlands. Ricciazzi's going to win that one clean. And right to the middle, missed pass. But Cumberland's able to recover. Now they go far side over to Lay. She's going to bring it up top. And Benedictine staying with that man defense, but maybe a step behind where they were in the first half. I mean, it's been a really physical, fast-paced game. So you definitely see both teams getting a little tired here as we get halfway point in the fourth. And I believe this is going to be another free possession shot. and definitely not the person you want taking it. As Richazzi is 24 for 36 on free possession shots. And big save by McCarroll. And that one's
is not
dumped
McCarroll.
out. And another big save.
That is actually Gianna Stiletti.
Thank you. I mean, both of them have been making save after save after save. But Stiletti, Gianna Stiletti, my bad. I mean, you made an amazing save there to keep your team up with the one goal. Definitely showing why you're one of the top 2 goalies in the NAIA right now. And some sloppy passing starting to sneak its way in for both teams. But maybe a little bit of frustration from Cumberlands too, as that's going to be a free possession for the Ravens because of the pass that went out of bounds.
This late into a very fast, very physical game. Fatigue is going to start to set in a little bit. Mistakes are going to be made, and hopefully that doesn't cost one of these two teams a goal.
And Margot Gelbalt is able to kind of slow it down, step back. I'll let the Ravens set up here. And McCurney's going to try and cut in as that one pops out. Ground ball picked up by the Patriots. Now going the other way is Rachel Lay is going to take it herself. And Cumberland's trying to find numbers, but they're going to slow up, set up here. Trying to find a way to set up shop to get that 11th goal, come back even here with 9:33 left in the fourth. I really think that Benedictine's done a wonderful job of limiting the use of Bella Richazzi. Because we were talking about before the game, they are going to have to shut her out in order to really have a chance at winning this one. And I really believe they've done that, because for someone that's averaging just under 5 goals a game, I feel like holding her below half that's a great job that you've done on defense.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Because looking at the stat line, it's not if she's going to score, it's when is she going to score. Another big ground ball there. And Stiletti having a hard time finding that one in traffic. And another goal for Regan Hensley. It looks like as she's going to grab her hat trick goal and bring this one back even with 8:39 left in the fourth quarter. And right now, both teams digging deep in the tank to try and finish this one off. But yeah, looking at the stats, Nick, I mean, both teams are really even. Benedictine has 26 shots to Cumberland's 25. Both teams are even at 19 on shots on goal. Free possessions, it's 3 for 6 for Benedictine. 1 for 4 for Cumberland's. 8 saves to 8 saves. 17 draw controls to 8. That's really the only big difference. Ground balls is 11-11. Turnovers is 16-14 Benedictine. caused turnovers, 3-5 with Cumberlands leading that, and then fouls 4-8 with Cumberlands having quite a few more at 4-8.
That even of a stat line is what you expect whenever you get into the NAIA National Championship Tournament. You never want to see a lopsided match, and honestly, through all the games that we've seen today, none of them have been lopsided whatsoever.
No, they've all been 1-2-goal games. And Regan Hensley going down there on the play. Ball kind of popped up, but Stephanie Meyer able to grab that one. So still Cumberland's ball, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Ground ball, Benedictine recovers. They really just need to put 5 minutes of play together, like we've seen them do throughout this game. Kind of a roller coaster ride of solid play. Now Claire Ryan on that left side, getting pressure from Jail Cobb. Ground ball all over, picked up by the Ravens. Now cut back. Gelbalk is the one able to get that ball back. Now the Ravens can set back up. 37 seconds left on the shot clock. McKerney had it, gives it right back to Wechter. And Gelbalk went down on the play there, right in the middle. She had an open lane, cuts around, turns, tries to shoot. Her and Meyer are going to go down on the play there. And McCarroll able to save it enough. And Cumberland's going to call a timeout. And fans, if you want to check out all of the NAIA National Championship this fall and spring, check out the official video home at NAIAnetwork.com. There are over 10,000 live events throughout the course of the year. So go to NAIAnetwork.com to watch all the exciting championship action. And we are getting a lot of exciting championship action today, and we'll be right back with the final 5 minutes and 55 seconds left of the fourth quarter of matchup 3 on the NAIA Sports Network. And we are back as McCarroll's going to grab the ball from behind her net. And guess who she's going to give it to, Nick? Trinity Brown. Might as well name her Miss Cheetah, because I guarantee she's probably going to turn on the jets and go, touchdown, end zone to end zone here. And that's going to be, as McHenry going to get a card here. And that might have some big implications here, depending on how long this penalty is. 1 minute. And I believe that's, if I heard it right through the window here, that was non-releasable. So that could technically have some huge implications. I can never say this word, right?
Implications.
Thank you. Because McHenry has been awesome on defense for the Ravens. And Cumberland trying to find an open shot. Big stay by Stiletti.
The one thing I have noticed between these two goalies is they have incredibly fast hands.
Oh, yeah, the reflexes are on point today. And Richazzi, sorry. You know she's trying to find a way to get that hat trick goal and put her team up by 1 here in the final 4.5 minutes. With that penalty clock counting down. So
we are actually back at full strength.
Oh, we're back at full strength now. So she must be talking over on the sidelines. So McHenry getting lucky there. Did nothing happen, and they were able to kill the time. Ground ball chance. And both players going down funky.
Possession going to the Ravens.
And big chance here. What a save by McClare. In the transition going the other way. Oh, quick ground ball grab by the Ravens. Claire Ryan with one heck of a chance there. Best the Ravens have had in the last few minutes. Now Simonson. We haven't heard her name since the first half. Big shot there by Erica Odell. And good to see her pop up quick. And McCarroll was slow to get up there, so hopefully she's all right. If she goes down, I don't see Cumberland surviving the rest of this game.
I agree. Big free possession shot here.
Could be the game. And that shot's going to go wide left, but possession still with the Ravens. Now McCurney goes to the middle. Shot, goal! Huge goal for the Ravens. McHenry gets off the nice assist, and Natalie Wechter puts it home. And that is what Benedictine needed.
Great pass off the reset. Great handle in front of the net. And with pressure on her hip, able to get her hands free and just put it right over the shoulder of McCarroll.
And Wechter's going to get her 4th goal of the game. McHenry's going to grab her 2nd assist. 6-point night for McHenry.
She is having herself a night.
2:55 left in the 4th quarter. And could that be the game changer here?
2:55 left in the 4th for both teams right now, it's gut check moment. For Benedictine, it's can we play shutdown defense and possibly put one more in the net to kind of cushion the lead. And for Cumberlands, it's we got to play shutdown defense and do the same thing. They're looking to put the ball in the back of the net too.
And looks like it's going to be a foul on Cumberlands. Potentially big mistake here as they gave the Ravens the ball right back after a huge momentum goal. As they've been fighting what would you say, the last 4 minutes of even at 11 apiece. And now the Ravens really just spreading it out. Trying to play it safe. And use all that 90-second shot clock.
Smart move by Benedictine.
Because if anything, they're going to have Cumberland come out to play them, and that's going to create passing lanes.
Yep.
Or they're going to make a mistake and give them a free possession shot here.
Still have 33 seconds left on the shot clock, minute 52 on the game clock.
Off the crossbar, right back to the Ravens.
Get a fresh 60 seconds on the shot clock.
And able to kill down even more time here. Minute 40 left in the game. And free possession there as Stephanie Meyer goes over the back of Margot Gelbalk. So Gelbalk with it now, getting chased down by Stephanie Meyer. Now we're seeing Cumberland's attack. Trinity Brown coming out. Ooh, nice move. Now Ryan with it behind the net. Round ball chance there. Looks like it's going to be a free possession for the Ravens. Just under 50 seconds left in the game.
11 seconds on the shot clock.
Big chance here. Shot! Goal! Huge goal for Benedictine. The Ravens up by 2 goals with 40 seconds left.
That is a huge goal for the Ravens. Trying to run out the clock. Did a great job keeping possession. Used all of that shot clock. Got a shot off with under 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Puts them up by 2. 40 seconds left. That is a true gut check for Benedictine to pull that off. And an absolute heartbreak for the University of the Cumberlands.
And Natalie Wachter, the senior midfielder from Royersford, Pennsylvania. As you're saying, a Pennsylvania native with you. 4 goals on the night. When you need your goal scorer to score, she does.
Listen, there's one thing about Pennsylvania that I know is those Philly people know how to play lacrosse.
I might have to take your word for it, buddy, because she is balling out right now with the help of Claire Ryan, who's going to pick it up an assist on that one. Is we really haven't seen Ryan in this one, but you can definitely tell her veteran presence has made the difference today. As she's been in a lot of ground balls, something we've seen in the first matchup with Bella Burke. And I mean, still 40 seconds, and Cumberland has scored quick today. So I don't want to take anything away from them, but 2 goals is a lot in 40 seconds. So right now, the Ravens moving on to the semifinals. If they can hang on for 40 seconds against the number 3 seed Cumberland Patriots. And the Ravens have possession, 30 seconds left. And Trinity Brown came out of nowhere like a missile. Cumberland trying to chase down the ball here, create a ground ball turnover. Something. 15 seconds left. Benedictine about to make the difference. Goal number 3.
And that is the nail in the coffin.
And the Ravens put it away.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Puts them up 14-11, 5 seconds left. Benedictine College Ravens are moving on to the semifinals.
And we have our first upset. Number 6 takes down number 3. What a game. 5.5 left, and wow, what a stunner. As we both talked about it, I'm speechless. Benedictine really had a rough second quarter, and I thought this was going to go Cumberland's way going into the half. Benedictine came out looking like they did in the first quarter, and then we were a little nervous about the fourth quarter. Can they put 2 quarters together and finish out this game? And they not only did they come out, they dominated. They controlled the ball. They controlled the draw controls here. And with that, the buzzer rings. And Benedictine is moving on to the semifinals. What a moment.
What a moment.
And you can't take anything away from McCarroll.
Nothing.
For Cumberlands. This was a goalie matchup, and I am speechless. This is
honestly, Benedictine came out firing in the first, got a little sloppy in the second, then stuck to their game in the third and fourth, and honestly played an unbelievable game against the number 3 team in the country and stuck to their game. And I've said it before on air, and I'll say it any time on air, I'll take will over skill any day.
As they definitely, they didn't give up. And, I mean, I feel bad for the seniors on Cumberlands. As you're the number 3 seed, you're expected to win and move on to the semifinals to take on the suspected number 2 seed Kaiser. Is the first 2 games have went exactly the way the drawing has been.
Yep.
And now I'm excited for the Kaiser game.
I am too.
I mean, this is the game that I would think I had my eye on as the one to watch, as the potential to be the upset in the dark horse.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, what a game between these 2 teams. And I mean, talk about fighting to the last second. Wow. I mean, I believe everything was left on the field.
Absolutely.
So, as for our highlight guy, Dorian, down on the field, can't forget about him. Our 2 camera guys up top, Nick and BB. The technical director, Alex Sweet. The man next to me, Nick Kaiser. For me, Alex Johnson. We just want to say thank you for joining us in the 3rd matchup today. We got 1 more to go today. Our 4th matchup, number 2 versus number 7. The Kaiser Hawks versus the Scat Savannah Fighting Bees. Join us at 7 p.m., and that one's probably going to be a barn burner too, so we hope you join us.
I would put money on it.
Yeah, I'd say that's a safe bet. So we just want to thank you for joining us on the NAIA Sports Network, and we hope to see you later tonight and tomorrow.
sophomore defenseman from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 16, Rebecca Gibson. A sophomore attacker from Santa Maria, New York, number 17, Sydney Pissarro. A junior attacker from Lake Zurich, Illinois, number 18, Melody Brown. A sophomore midfielder from South Jordan, Utah, number 19, Kenia Myers. Sophomore attacker from Indiana, number 22, Chloe Foley. In goal, a freshman from Naples, Florida, number 29, Stacy Arcelin. A sophomore defenseman from Chemung, New Jersey, number 31, Leah Sitter. And a sophomore defenseman from Melbourne, Florida, number 38, Jasmine Tanari. These are coached by Lauren Bennett. Her assistant coach is Logan Smith.
And we are here for the final game of the day. Number 2, Kaiser University taking on the Scott-Savannah Bees. It's going to be a little bit of a 2 versus 7 matchup. We already had one upset with Cumberlands going down against number 6, Benedictine. So upset in the air. Joining me to my right, Nick Kaiser. Bud, we've been here
Long time.
a long time. A lot of close games. That last one had me on the edge of my seat.
Absolutely. You know what I like about this game? It's Kaiser calling Kaiser.
You really just did.
I did.
I'll let you have that one. And ball control going right over to Scad, as that was a huge factor in the game earlier. And Elia setting up behind the net to Ali DiCarlo.
It's really dark on that side, and then it's a lot brighter on the other side.
And bit of a scrum in front of Kaiser's goalie, Stacy Marcelin. Now Kaiser coming the other way. And Pissarro with it on that left side. Now it's going the other way. Scad able to grab that ground ball. Hannah Smith trying to take it herself, sends the pass up. Now cut back by Grace Boyer. Ground ball there as Grace Boyer tried to find Julia Luff. Savannah trying to get this in. Nice grab there by Marcelin. Now Kaiser able to set up behind the net here. Now Chloe Foley trying to find something. McLaughlin looking for the give right back. Now back up top to Brown. And we're going to get a free possession shot here in the first 3 minutes of the game. Big chance here. This one's going to be a nice bounce. And number 18, junior attacker Melanie Brown from Lake Zurich, Illinois. She's going to get the first one of the game for Kaiser. And Melanie Brown in 17 games so far this season, that's going to be her 36th goal and 58th point on the season.
These numbers just keep getting more and more insane
as
the further we get into this day.
Kaiser, Madison Andrews, number 25, she's looking to cross the 110-point threshold today. And if you're just joining us for the fourth game of the day, we have quite a few student athletes here who have crossed not only the 100-point threshold, but the 110-point threshold. And we have one student athlete last game who just crossed the 100-goal threshold in the season.
I believe she's now at 160 points.
Yes. I believe she's at 161.
Yeah.
And quick movement by Scad. And what a shoulder check on Clark Haas. And now she's going to get a chance at a free possession shot. And within 20 seconds, Savannah could tie it up real quick here. And Rebecca Gibson getting a yellow card there. And that one looked like it went off the crossbar. But Rebecca Gibson, the sophomore defender from St. Petersburg, Florida, getting a 2-minute cross-checking call. So already Kaiser playing a woman down. Savannah with the chance here. That shot goes wide left.
Great backup by the goalie to get back there, noticing there was no support from Scad to get the change in possession.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know what stat program Kaiser's using, but it is beautiful. Hats off to them. I don't know what program it is, but I am loving it. Super easy to see here. And everything is very user-friendly. And there was a chance there for Julia Luff to be the difference maker and bring Scad back within one. Now she's going to get another free possession chance. Goal, Savannah. All tied up 1-1 now. As Julia Luff going to put that one behind Stacy Marcelin. And Luff's going to get her 39th goal on the year and 55th point on the season.
Something interesting to kind of take into consideration here is with the way the stadium is set up, currently the sun's setting down to our left. So that means that sun is going right in to Scad's goalie's eyes, and the Scad defenders could pose a little bit of a problem. I know kind of ball goes up into the sun, you lose it for a second, so definitely something to be aware of, making sure you can see the pass and making sure you're connecting your passes.
Yeah, well, in order for Kaiser to take advantage of that situation,
They need to get down into that zone.
Yeah, they're going to have to win some draw controls here as Scad is dominant off the drop. And another chance here. Luff finding that hole. She gets in. She's going to rip that one wide. And 19 seconds left in that woman down penalty. I believe no one's in the box, so must have been a releasable penalty on the goal.
You are correct.
And they finally took it off the clock. So it kind of looks like Kaiser is playing a mixture of like a Mandy and a zone.
A little bit, yeah.
Another Scad goal, number 2. Clark Haas, the sophomore attacker from Pensacola, Florida, a Gulf Breeze High School alum. She's going to get sorry folks, trying to find the exact stat as Scad's SID is currently on leave, so we kind of had to throw some stats together real quick, so we made sure we had them for the game. It's going to be Haas's 40th goal on the season, giving her 44 points, so definitely one of the top goal scorers for the Bees. And she is definitely a goal scorer versus a playmaker with 40 goals now on the season and 4 assists.
Did I hear that correctly? 40 goals and 4 assists?
Yes. So she can definitely get open when you need her to. So Kaiser finally down in the Bees zone. And Rachel McLaughlin is going to send this down low to Chloe Foley on that right side. Now it's a bit of a scrum in the middle. Foley trying to dump it into the middle, was looking. What a chance. So broken play as Valeria Lama Leo was the one that pass was intended to. But I didn't see exactly who was there to pick it up. But able to put that back. And back 2-2 now is a tie goal. So see here in a second. And Sydney Pissarro, she's going to get goal number 16 for the season. And it's going to give her the 40-point mark on the season. So congrats to her. So we're all tied up at 2 with 8:40 left in the first quarter. And Scad charging down, that shot goes wide. And Plume. Now we got something going on here. And it looks like the clock's about 11 seconds behind. Nope. Looks like the stat clock's 11 seconds behind, but the shot clock was quite a bit behind. So Luff over to Plume. Down low to Mila. Over to Smith on that bottom left side to DiCaro. DiCaro sends that one low left side. She's going to get her 34th goal on the year and 38th point. A lot of goal scorers on this SCAD team. Let's take a quick look at the matchup statistics.
As of now, SCAD is pretty much dominating this game. I mean, aside from the broken play on Kaiser's second goal, SCAD has had possession of the ball this whole first quarter.
Yeah, and SCAD was fighting in the, I would say, top four pretty much all year long, and they ended up getting an at-large bid. They are 1-1 versus top 8 teams this year. They had a 7-game win streak before losing in the AAC championship. They lost to number 4 Reinhardt 9-13. They're second in the NAIA with 54.5 save percentage, 6th with goals against average of 6.96, and 6th in the country with 96 goals allowed. But really, they should be 4th with the first and second team barely playing any games. In my opinion, that should make them eligible. A nice save there by Marcelin.
An errant pass by Kaiser's goalie, going to give the ball back to Savannah.
And Savannah definitely with some momentum here. 3 nice goals. And so far in the season, Savannah with 142 assists. This one bounces wide. A lot of second chance shots here for the Bees. Doing a really good job of backing up their teammates. And Clark Haas gonna grab an assist, so she has 5 assists on the season now off the DiCaro goal. So Frew sends that one down to Pissarro. To the back side. McLaughlin. Back to Pissarro. Over top to McLaughlin. Bit of a scrum in front of the goalie.
It looks like that seems to be Kaiser's tactic. It looks like they're just packing their whole offense in around the 10-yard line to create a little bit of confusion in the SCAD defense.
It seems to be working. I mean, they're getting shot chances and being able to creep out from behind that net. But a free possession shot here for junior midfielder Valeria Lamaglio. So see if Kaiser can bring it back within 1.
I can't. No, I got you. I just can't read blue team's numbers through the viewfinder. So, at least not right now.
And that one's going to tip off the stick and in. Kaiser brings it back within 2, and Valeria Lomaglio, sorry for messing up your name earlier, the junior from Pembroke Pines, Florida, going to bring it back within 1.
It's always a tough one, especially when the goalie gets a piece of it. It's kind of one she's going to wish she got back.
And Lomaglio is going to get her 46th goal on the season and 57th point of the year. So all of us want to experience this national championship, and we can experience the NAIA championships with the official mobile app of the NAIA championship events. Whether you're planning to attend or follow along at home, this app is a must-have for all fans of the NAIA, with game day info, social media streams, and all the scores and stats surrounding the games. The Experience the NAIA Championships app covers it all, which, I mean, after today, that app must be going 100 miles an hour, because there has been goal after goal after goal, and teams are literally battling to the last possible second to try and tie games up or get ahead. And I have a feeling we're going to be in for a 4th dogfight today.
It's what it's looking like.
And it looks like that's going to be no goal due to a foul. And it looks like a 2-minute penalty on number 30, Meredith Oakley, the graduate from West Hartford, Connecticut. Spent her time at Sacred Heart University. So Oakley with a 1-minute penalty. Sounded like a slash. So it looks like the Bees playing 2 women down right now.
She is the second that we've noticed. She is the second player, actually 3rd player, that we have noticed has played for a Division I NCAA team.
So looks like Allie DeCaro is going to get a yellow card too. Try and figure out what that's for. So the Bees 2 down right now. And Julia Luff trying to control this Bees offense right now. So Meredith Oakley and Allie DeCaro had a yellow card, and B is going to score with a man down. So they're up 4-3 now, as Clark Haas is going to get another one. So she's going to grab.
Skaggs got a goal, her second of the game, 41st of the season on man down, similar to 5 pass. Timeout, Kaiser.
As we get a timeout here, we're going to kind of figure out what's going on down there on the penalty, and we'll be right back on the NAIA Sports Network. So we are back from the timeout break. Figured out what happened with the yellow card situations. So it looks like number 30, Meredith Oakley, got a red card. So that is a 2-minute non-releasable penalty. And then also snagging one was number 20, Allie DeCaro. She got a yellow card. She's going to be released in a minute 21. So with 3:38, Skaggs scoring 2 women down. And Haas going to grab her 41st goal of the season. Off a free position shot. And Nick, I mean, this is right now, it seems like it's Savannah's game to lose.
It really is. I mean, number one, getting the goal while you're 2 women down is
nuts.
That's just a hard-fought goal. There's really nothing you can do about that one. But I mean, for the draw possessions, it's all Scad right now.
Yeah. I mean, and it's really just impressive. I mean, looking at our thing, they have 13 shots. Kaiser has 3.
Yeah. Which 3 shots, 3 goals.
I mean, that's
so
pretty
far
good success rate.
Yeah. There's a little collision in front of the net.
And that was number 8 for Kaiser. Valeria Maglio. She's going to get a free possession shot here.
It's going to be her second of the quarter.
And she's already got 1 today. She needs to tie it up here. And she does. That's going to be her second goal of the day. Nice way to take advantage of a free possession shot. And the sun there, you could definitely say maybe played a little bit of a factor because she came down at a high angle to really kind of take advantage of that.
So that might also tie in with
Kaiser man up goal, their second of the game, 47 of the season from the area.
It's going to be Lomaglio's 47th of the season.
I mean, SCAD's goalie is sizing up on the roster at 5'4". So definitely one of the smaller goalies we have seen this weekend.
I would definitely agree there.
So she unfortunately has the size disadvantage. But as long as she plays tall and makes the saves, Savannah can definitely stay in this game. And if SCAD can kind of put together some more offense like they have, they're going to give Kaiser a run for their money.
And I mean, it's really seems like Kaiser's doing a really good job of taking advantage of SCAD's mistakes.
Yep.
And making it count.
I agree. Where SCAD's getting the long possession, the hard-fought goals.
They're getting the hard-fought goals every time they have a wide shot. They're getting the possession back with 2 players back. They have solid passing where it seems like Kaiser's kind of using disruption and kind of shifty play. It looked like DeCaro took one in the face there. She's kind of holding her nose. And Pizarro gonna look for the pass there. Back to the right side to Foley. Pizarro. Back to
This
Foley.
seems to be Kaiser's offense. They seem to be gathering between the 10 and 15-yard line and just kind of cutting back and forth to create a little bit of confusion within the SCAD defense. But they did an excellent job defending it there, intercepting the pass.
Yeah, because you kind of saw that SCAD hung 3 defenders back in front of their goalie, I think, to really interrupt that passing lane, even though everybody was hanging up at that 10, 15-yard line, like right in between that block. Now, Julia Luff on a launch, and she's going to take that one solo dolo the full 100 yards. Wow, what a nice solo goal. And she's already got 1 today, so that's going to give her 2.
That goal definitely started in the defensive zone with the interception of that pass by SCAD. Getting up the field, working it in transition, and just fantastic vision to realize that nobody's going to step up and play defense on her and just fire away.
Yeah, she ripped that one from far out for her 40th goal of the season. Putting up big numbers in her final season in college lacrosse. The Portsmouth, New Hampshire native.
I always love seeing the rosters from the southern schools, especially the Florida, the Georgia, the South Carolina, where it's pretty much nice year round. You get people from everywhere.
Yeah, and another big draw control.
Great save by Kaiser's goalie.
Yeah, Marceline doing a great job getting in the way of that one, getting big in the net. Now Kaiser quickly transitions. Rachel McLaughlin gonna dump that one down and finds Pissarro. Now they're gonna go behind that. Let's see how they set up, wrap around. That one's going to be blocked by a defender and kept in.
Great hustle by the SCAD defender to keep that in.
And at the end of the first quarter, wow, that went by quick. Compared to the other games today, that was a really fast first quarter. But the SCAD Savannah Bees up 5-4. We're going to take a short break on the NAIA Sports Network and be right back with the second quarter of the fourth matchup for today. And we are back for the second quarter. I mean, Nick, that one
Very
flew
fast.
by, man.
Blink of an eye.
I felt like we were still halfway through the first quarter, and then we heard the horn sound. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to see how much the sun affects Kaiser, as Savannah has been dominant in those draw controls, but Kaiser getting one right off the bat here. Now Melanie Brown, going to wrap it in the middle, and then she's going to fly out. And bit of an interception there, ground ball.
SCAD is doing a great job of getting their stick in the passing lanes.
And the junior midi attacker from Glenarm, Maryland, Keegan Plume, the one that kind of created all that confusion there and intercepted. And gets intercepted right back by Hannah Reeder, the junior from Baltimore, Maryland. So a little Maryland versus Maryland action there. So Rachel McLaughlin carrying it up to the top now. And 2 players going down there. Looked like Plume getting the worst of it. But free possession shot chance for the junior attacker, Melanie Brown. So Kaiser with a chance to tie it up here. And big save by the Bees. As Tracy Richards making a big save there. This one gets sent deep, wide open B there on the right side, having a little trouble getting a hold of that ball. On Julia Luff, she's been dangerous. Wide open chance there. Big save. Marceline taking that chance away from Haas, who's already got 3 points today.
Great save.
Another wide open chance right here. Nice block there by Kaiser defender Leah Sitter, sophomore from Chemung, New Jersey. They're saying that Haas hit the post, but I really want to give Marceline the benefit of the doubt there. She made a good attack in reaction to Haas, who broke open at the right time. So from Reeder over to the right side. So it looked like Bridget Reddington, as she's getting some time now. And Lena Finkelstein, the junior from Boca Raton, Florida, getting some time in the game too.
You ever been to Boca Raton, Florida?
I have.
Beautiful place.
Yes. And we're going to get another yellow card. Looks like for a slash. So see who this is on as soon as she turns. I believe that's number 13, Rachel McLaughlin, the freshman from Woburn, Massachusetts. And it sounded like a dangerous propel. 2 minutes.
So that could be...
Dangerous shot.
Yeah. So in women's lacrosse, because they don't wear
the full helmets.
They don't wear the full helmets, you cannot take a shot if there is somebody in your shot lane, essentially.
And we were talking about those helmets last game, as Cumberlands had 3 players with them on, and we have one from the Bees wearing it. Slowly starting to understand how important those helmets are today.